Good morning. I got up like 10 minutes ago. My eyes were so swollen that I put these little eye patches on. It is 7 and it is pitch black outside and the moon is still out. And I've checked my clock like 3 times because I was like, is it really 4 a.m. and I like messed up my phone or something? But no, it's 7 and I need to leave in about an hour to head to uni. So basically we're gonna get ready to sit and calculate for 4 hours, but that's okay. I'm actually kind of excited because I think the class that I have today is semi-logical, at least, because some of the calculations are just stupid. But those that I have today are kind of making sense to me, so I think it's gonna be a good class. But yeah, let's get ready. Step 1, wash my face. And we're done. I don't think I want to do any makeup today. I do look a little bit tired, but that's okay. So now I'm gonna make some breakfast and then we're gonna get dressed and leave. I'm actually not really hungry, so we're gonna skip that and move to packing the uni bag. I don't think I need any like printouts or anything, so I'm just gonna bring, I think that's gonna be enough, because I've been trying to use up all of my existing things, notebooks, and this one, yeah, I think that's gonna be fine. So I'm gonna bring this, an energy drink, obviously, my little calculator, and then I'll need some pencils. These, I don't know if there's enough in there. Let's bring 2 more just to be safe, because I always have like a really random assortment of pens in my pencil cases. There's like a few highlighters and then this one, but I don't really like this one. There's also, oh, I was looking for that actually, a gold pen. Why do I need a gold pen in here? Who knows? I thought I'd show you the progress that I made. So you probably remember the first one, which is this nice little blue one. It's, I mean, obviously it doesn't go with this outfit, but she's cute. I like her. She's very soft. She kind of rolls in a lot. Like she was supposed to be this big. So this was kind of the first try. The pattern turned out perfect, just the curling is not my favorite. This is the one that I blocked last time. Completely curled in again. This is made from alpaca wool and mohair something. It holds the shape a tiny bit better, but in the end it ends up rolling in again. Yeah. So then I did some research and I found that you can do borders for the stockinette stitch. So that's what I'm trying to do right now with this red one. But as you can see, it's curling in again. It is quite a bit, I don't know how to hold this. It is a little bit wider and I think it still looks really, really nice. And maybe with blocking it'll stay a little bit bigger at least, so you can kind of see the pattern. But I really love this, and this is also very soft. This is something in bamboo wool. It feels different than other wool. It's like more kind of slippery, but it's also very nice and soft, and I'm very excited for this to be done. I have this much wool left and I'm thinking I'm probably a little bit under a third done, so it's probably gonna take me a few more days. But this has been my nightly activity to kind of wind down my brain, because it's full of calculations up there, and if I think about that, then I can't fall asleep, because then I get nervous that I won't pass. And here's the final OOTD. I'm back home. Those were hard 4 hours. That was so much information to absorb. I definitely need to do a little bit more, like practicing and stuff. But that's what we have the afternoon for. I'm just gonna take a little lunch break. I made myself a salad and I'm gonna eat this now. Probably watch The Office or something that doesn't require any mental capacity, and then we're back to the subject that I need to study today. I'm currently about a week out of my extreme final season, and yesterday I did a different subject, and then today I'm going to do today's subject, and then tomorrow I'm going to try and do all the calculations of the third subject, and then I have like 5 days to revise everything plus one of the theoretical stuff of one of the classes. So it's gonna be a busy time, but I think I'll be okay. I'm hoping. Something that I want to get better at this year is budgeting, and I bought this The Productivity Method Planner by Grace Beverly, and it has a finance tracker included. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna make use of the stuff that I already bought, and I'm gonna try and put everything that I already know for January in there, and also compare kind of the big expenses that I had last year, which ones I'm gonna have this year, how I'm gonna plan for them, or when they're gonna happen. Just because I feel like with paying everything with Apple Pay and being very quick with my card, and also ordering so much stuff online, I kind of lose track of what I spend. And I think that I do have a few very unnecessary spendings. I already talked about that I want to order less stuff and only like buy the necessities, but I still want to kind of keep track and see if I don't buy that many unnecessary things, how much I'm actually gonna save, because I think that'd be very interesting. The whole template is in pounds, so I'm gonna need to, I guess it doesn't really make a difference, but I want to see it in euros because that's what I use. So I'm gonna try and put all of my finances in that. I think it's gonna be a little bit difficult because I think I'm gonna get frustrated with myself and things that I spent money on, but it's okay. We're trying to get better, and at the end of this project, hopefully I'm gonna keep it going throughout the whole year, but at the end I'm just gonna be very happy and proud of myself, I think, if I save a lot of money. So that'll be very fun, and then I can be proud of myself. And also I don't have anything else that I need to log into Notion for this year because I'm not doing my book Notion. I don't really organize my uni stuff with Notion anymore. Well, maybe I should this year. If I have like a big full-time semester, then maybe I'm gonna go back to that. But other than that, I'm not really organizing anything with Notion, but I love Notion and I want to use it, so that's also a great way to use Notion. Maybe I'll actually start organizing my uni stuff with the Productivity Method Planner as well, because I bought it and I never really used it. It wasn't that expensive, it was like 20 euros I think, but still I have it and I paid for it, so I should make use of it. Okay, so let's get my finances in order. This took me way longer than I expected, but I did everything. I'm just gonna show you a screenshot. I think that's easier. So I just have a nice background picture, and then all of the months with cute little emojis, and then I have the things that I have to pay like yearly, where there's like one big expense a year, and each month there's just basically a list where I can put all of my expenses. I'm gonna rate them. Green is I got money, yellow is gonna be I spent something on groceries or something, and then red is gonna be stuff like Amazon, and then it's just gonna give me if I'm like good, if I did good, or if I didn't do good. I didn't mention that I actually ended up building this myself and not using the template that I was planning on using because I couldn't figure out how to get rid of the pounds, and also it was just not really how I imagined that I wanted it, so I just did this a little DIY. But I'm getting so good at Notion that I'm like fine with DIYing my stuff. It is now 3:30, which means I probably have about 1.5, 2-ish hours in the day left that I can focus. So I'm gonna open my documents back up and get to studying again. And then at around 5-ish, I'm gonna head out to get some groceries because I don't really have anything. Good morning. I forgot to dye my hair yesterday, so that's the first thing that we're gonna do today. I don't have color. I have this mask. I hate it. It doesn't really work the way I thought it was gonna, but I have it, so I need to use it up, and there's probably still half of it left, and I don't really need that much each time that I use it because it's basically a non-permanent color that washes out every single time. It's different than like toning your hair, and I don't really know what makes it different, but it just is different and it's just not as good. But as I mentioned, I have it, so I'm gonna use it. It looks almost greenish. It kind of looks like self-tanner. I'm just gonna start applying this where I don't have any hair color on. Ew. Alright, I look a little crazy. I have the hair mask on, I have my eyebrows and lashes dyed, and now it is time to wash everything off. Can you tell the difference? I don't think so, but it feels very soft. It feels like I just used like 5 hair masks at once. I'm just gonna make some breakfast now. I found frozen plums in the freezer and I'm gonna make oatmeal with that because I think that could be really good with either honey or maple syrup. We decided to take a morning walk today, and I thought I would try the scarf hat thing because my hat doesn't really, I don't like wearing hats and scarves at the same time. I look like I'm 80, but it's fine. It's so nice to walk today, and it's so quiet, and the snow is just perfect, and everything looks so pretty, and I think this is gonna be kind of a longer walk. There's also quite a few bigger dogs out, so we can be dog watching again. It is a lot later. I basically spent the whole day studying. It's currently around 7-ish p.m, a little bit before 7, and I'm about to leave to go to a reformer Pilates class for the first time with one of my friends. I'm very excited because I've never tried it before, but I'm also a little bit nervous because I think I mentioned this. I wanted to kind of practice some of the possible movements, but since I was sick, I didn't get to do that. So now it's actually my first time doing Pilates in a long time, and all I've ever done before is like little home videos, and we're doing like power reformer Pilates, but it's gonna be fine. But yeah, today was kind of a little bit hard to focus for me because I am like watching tutorials on how to calculate the things, and halfway through the class they started switching the people that explain in the videos, and I'm so sad because the first person was so good and like I could follow her so easily, and now they switched and the second person is just so boring to listen to, and that makes it a little bit hard. But it's okay. I only have one more like session thing to go through. But yeah, I'm gonna leave now to go to Pilates. That was such a hard workout. It was really good. I did use the like lowest resistance that she recommended for all of the things because that was very hard, and at the end my legs were shaking. Like when we were stretching I was like okay, but it was really good, and I'm very excited to do this a lot more often because I feel like it's a very different workout than lifting or cardio, because it's like for your deeper muscle tissue. I don't really know, but I really liked it, and I think the instructor did a really good job of explaining everything. I never was like really confused about anything. I didn't need to practice because she was explaining everything and showing everything anyways, and the studio is so pretty. I was a little overwhelmed when we got in, so I didn't film anything, but maybe next time. It's very nice. It's like in this very old building that has a really nice ceiling, and it just looks really pretty. And since the studio is owned by two 20-30-year-olds, obviously everything is like super aesthetic and pretty, and I just really liked being there. But next time I'm definitely gonna wear shorts and only a sports bra because I was sweating. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, and I'll see you tomorrow when I'm back to doing stuff, because now I'm just gonna shower, eat whatever I can find in the fridge, and then fall into bed. Being productive is over for today, and I feel like only filming myself studying the same subjects over and over again is kind of boring. So I thought today we would switch it up, and I have been watching a few bookish YouTube videos on my breaks today, and I'm so motivated to get into reading again. Iron Flame put me in such a reading slump. I'm still not done. I still have about 100 pages left, and I think I'm just gonna wait until my audiobook subscription renews and then finish the book in February, because since I missed book club I don't really have any reason to force myself to finish it quickly. So we get to start the first new book of 2025 today, which is gonna be Carrie Lake's The Isle of Sin and Shadows. I read Nocticadia by Carrie Lake a few months ago, and I loved that book. That is one of my probably top 5 favorite books, and I ended up getting The Isle of Sin and Shadows and Anathema by her. I know she also has a few shorter series. They're long books, but only like 2 or 3 books per series. So let's read the back together. In the Louisiana swamplands, ghost stories are as much a part of childhood as chasing fireflies and crawfishing. They never much scared me though, nor the possibility of evil out to do me harm, until the night I watched shadows come to life and butcher everything I loved. With a stranger's help, I managed to escape to an isolated place miles north, and in time became my own ghost story, a cautionary tale for the locals. Nearly a decade passed before I returned to my birthplace in hopes of unearthing long-awaited answers. Instead, I found something that I wasn't looking for, someone, a remedy for my loneliness, or so I thought. I think how she sets up her books and the vibe that they give off is just so good. So I'm very interested to see what this actually is about. See, this is why I love her book so much. There is kind of a made-up language, and the place that it takes that is also fictional, but kind of like set in the real world. I don't think there's gonna be like extremely fantasy related things. I think it's just gonna be kind of like, as it says, like ghost stories and stuff, and maybe some of that's gonna be real, but she just sets a scene that is real enough that it's believable, but also it's not completely real, so it's still very interesting. Because in Nocticadia there was, I think it was also a fictional place, I think it was an island, and on that island was a school, and there they researched a parasite, I think, and that was also fictional. But the whole plot around it, like the school setting, the dark academia theme, and the research being done was still very believable. The only thing that obviously wasn't real was the type of parasite, but it was so interesting. And I think that's why I like her book so much, because it's not completely made up, but it's also not completely real, but it's still believable, and it's just gonna be good. I can tell this is gonna be good. So I'm on page 4 and I am completely sucked into this. I love this book already. I have a feeling this is gonna be really good. I decided to put on this. Oh, there's a person standing there. Can you tell? Right there. I put on this dark Witch of the Woods ambience because I don't really know what the vibe is yet, but I think this kind of matches. This is what it sounds like. I am on my way to today's uni class. We are out on our daily walk because all I'm doing is just sitting and studying all day. Good morning. It's officially the last full day that I have to study, and I'm kind of like, oh, it's the only day I have left, but also I'm like, finally it's the last day. So I do still have quite a bit to do today. I've been up for about an hour. I've been trying to get up really early so that I can kind of have my morning rot time and still start pretty early, because it's like 9 right now, which is a good time to start, I think. I didn't really sleep too good, so my eyes were swollen, so I put these on, but I think I can probably take them off now because they're like dry at this point. I picked out all of the things that I want to review today out yesterday. I did do a big oh, it's broken now. I did do a big theoretical calculations part last night. It took me like an hour and a half, I think. But I'm really glad that I did that, because I can then take, it's like basically all of the steps for all of the calculations, and I just put it in the easiest way possible. So what I'm gonna do is tomorrow, the hour before the final, I'm just gonna look at that and try and remember that, and then hopefully be able to do everything. And the only thing that's keeping me going, to be honest, is thinking about if I pass all 3 of these finals, I'll never have to do them again. I can forget about them, because all 3 of them are the highest level of like similar classes. I did like the classes below this, but in the same type of, I don't really know how to explain it. These are the last classes that are similar to them. I didn't get any reading done last night. I was just really tired, and I also started 2 Sophie scarves. And I also made myself some tea. It's chamomile tea, which is probably not ideal. I also don't have any energy drinks today. I guess it's good that I'm not having energy drinks every single day, but also I kind of need it because I'm really tired, because studying is like really taking a toll on my brain. Anyways, let's get this started. I am currently editing the video that you're watching, and I totally forgot to film an outro. All of my finals are now over. It's currently Thursday. I think I'm gonna post the video today because I could not do anything else except for studying. No reading, no more knitting, no editing, nothing. I was just done. Also, I keep getting more and more sick, which isn't fun, and I think that I'm probably gonna get like really sick over the weekend once kind of the whole stress is down. And I just want to say I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna be back to book content soon. I only have 2 more finals to go in the beginning of February, but those should be as hard as the ones that I did this past week. So we're back to book content soon. I'm thinking I maybe want to do like a longer reading vlog with a few different books. So if you have any suggestions on books that you should read in January or something, please let me know, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.